It's 2026. Are you ready? Are you ready for Motivational Mondays? All right. So with just a moment of reflection, some AI work, and a decision. So let's just start back by what is Motivational Mondays that was tied to R3 Revitalize. Back in 2023, I had an amazing opportunity to connect with our local Chamber of Commerce and run a series of classes we called Motivational Mondays. Each week we came together in person. We looked at different lifestyle topics, different topics around motivation, habits, purpose, just life in general, doubts, fear, worry, anxiety. We just did it all. Like, how do you overcome all those lower level emotions, and how do you keep moving forward? So a little bit of history with all this goes like this. So I am in the behavioral health industry. I love Jesus. So in the whole journey over the last decade, I've spent a lot of time in corporate building the tools to help people with getting a grip on their mental health, getting a grip on their habits, getting a grip on their goals. And so when we had an opportunity to put some content together, it was a really fun class. I absolutely love facilitating it. And then some things happened and God closed the door. Last year in 2024, I wanted to try to revisit Motivational Mondays and kick it off into a classroom type of environment. And that didn't go as I planned. So I said, okay, God, you shut the door again. Well, today, in effort of, I got to give a big credit to Amy Wright. Amy Wright came in and helped me with some marketing mid-year last year. Well, actually more like spring of last year. And we really developed, she developed and allowed me to use it, the hashtag 1 billion for Christ. And the overall purpose of that is to help plant seeds of faith to 1 billion people in just helping people feel more comfortable and confident sharing their relationship with Jesus Christ. Church is a way of building relationship. The Bible is a way of building relationship. Community is a way of building relationship. And at the end of the day, we live in such a world in a state of ick. Doesn't feel very good out there in that world. So as God called me to this project back in 2022, I really didn't know what to do with it. And this morning when I was doing Bible study and devotion at the beach, I actually used the AI and did hashtag 1 billion for Christ. And everything about 1 billion for Christ was right. We are R3 Revitalize. We are a marketplace ministry. We have a team of coaches that are here to help people in different areas of life. We all have different backgrounds, different specialties, different ways of supporting mental health. And one of the things it said was Motivational Mondays. So to make that a source of truth, I decided to bring Motivational Mondays to these live Facebook events on Monday. Now I'm not going to set a time. It's going to be a Monday time frame that God calls me to. And what we're going to explore is, hey, like today, we're 5 days into 2026. How is your motivation? How is your factor? How are you doing with the goals that you set for yourself? Has it already been forgotten about and gone to the wayside? Are you struggling with those goals? Do you need a little extra oomph, an extra way of finding that desire, that fire under your desire so you can keep the progress going? So today's hot tip in our Motivational Mondays is how? How do you keep the progress going when you lose the motivation? Well, I would love to hear from you below. Absolutely love. Share your comments. Let us know, what do you do when the motivation goes away? And here what I will share a tip from a behavioral health standpoint and a biblical standpoint. So first of all, let's look at behavioral health. Motivation gets you started, habit keeps you going. It's a quote, I believe, by Jim Rohn. You might have to Google it. I don't know, AI will tell you exactly who says that, but the truth is the way we take a goal and we move forward to that goal is we look at where do we want to be, where are we today, what is that gap? And then it is amazing how when we're trying to get to somewhere, we kind of forget that there's actually life we have to live. We forget that sometimes the expectations we set for ourselves are unrealistic. Because the truth is, sometimes we just can't get it done. There's a trillion other things going on. How do you then break down that bigger goal to make it to small, doable chunks? So when I work with clients and I help them break down a bigger goal to a smaller goal, it's really looking at what is that little thing that's going to help you move forward, that you can commit 100% to yourself, that says, yes, I'm going to do this. Why is it important to say yes and then take the action and do it? Well, the Bible says faith without action is dead. It is what it is. So when going back into the science of behavior, when we set a doable, small, realistic goal, and we follow through with it, no matter how small it is, it helps to build that habit. It helps to think to yourself, okay, I did it. I did that action. That builds an internal self-confidence. It builds an internal self-boost of self, a feel good, a little dopamine dump because you get that done. Plus it helps you move forward. So as you're sitting in your getting ready to do your 2026 goals, ask yourself, what feels unrealistic about the goal you set for yourself? And what has to be modified of that goal so that it can feel more doable, more realistic, and more of value for where you want to go? That's today's Motivational Monday. I am encouraging you, you can watch this replay on our YouTube channel. Like and subscribe it. It will be out there. This will end up chunking out into small little chunks so that we can get more. Our goal here in 2026 at R3 Revitalize is to grow our YouTube channel. Listen, about 8 weeks ago we had 4 subscribers. We're at 35 right now. My goal for 2026 is to get to 500. So I'm going to ask for your help in that goal so that we can keep sharing some content. Once a month, our team does a resilience roundtable. We talk about how do we bring faith meets resilience. You don't want to miss that information. The team has just amazing education background in mental health, and we want to bring that content to you for free. And then if you need a little extra support, we're always here to help you in your journey. So I'm Coach Katie with R3 Revitalize, where the truth will set you free. God bless you and have a great rest of your day. Come back next Monday for Motivational Mondays. We're going to do these every single week to stay congruent with that AI and what AI says about #1 billion for Christ. Bye-bye.